I like about Vince Goodwill. He wants this so badly. He is agonizing for this question. Who is the all-time leading scorer in the history of play-in tournament games?
So since 2021, you've had the Chicago Bulls in it a lot. You've had the Miami Heat in it a lot. The Atlanta Hawks, the Lakers, the Golden State Warriors. I'm going to be wrong. I'm going to guess Stephen Curry.
Okay, he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Dan Graziano.
It's not Trae Young, is it?
No.
It's Trae Young. Come on here, Graz. Come on in. Come on with this.
Big day.
Oh.
From
He
sitting,
didn't listen.
from sitting over there, Dan Graziano yelled out, I think it's Trae Young.
That's right.
See,
Trae Young.
when it
Mr.
comes,
Play-in.
when it comes to trivia, this is the man that you want. Trae Young.
I helped you out with the Patrick Creighton one. I got you with that one.
Quarter court shot right there.
It's
the good
Trae
one.
Young,
That's
followed by Tyler Hero, DeMar DeRozan, Anthony Davis, then Steph Curry, and then Ja Morant.
Tyler Hero was the
Okay,
Heat guy.
very well done.
That's a great one.
All right, the play-in is set, so we're going to have those games Tuesday and Wednesday and Friday. So here are the playoff games that we know we have set. This is the bracket as we know it. The Lakers, who are the 4 seed in the West, are going to take on the 5 seed Houston. Denver is the 3 seed. They will take on the 6 Minnesota. In the East, we got the 4 seed Cavs playing the 5 seed Toronto. And the Knicks are the 3 seed. They will take on Atlanta. So let's do our edition today of Goodwill Hunting. Vince Goodwill will tell us if these teams are in the title hunt, meaning do they have a legit chance of winning the NBA championship? We start with the Pistons. They've been the #1 team in the East from the first moment the ball was thrown up. Do you believe this team is in the title hunt, a legitimate chance to win the whole thing?
If you asked me this before Cade Cunningham gets hurt, I say no. But I think they are better prepared now because of how they played with him out. 8-3, they developed some secondary scoring. Their defense got back on track. To me, title hunt means you get into the conference finals. And if you're in the conference finals, you're in the conversation. I think they will be there.
Okay, fair enough. Next one is Houston. They finished the season strong. We talked about how they have a big edge over the Lakers in round 1. Are the Rockets legitimate title contenders?
If they were on a different side of the bracket than the Oklahoma City Thunder, I'd say yes. But no, they're not going to. They're not in the title hunt. It's unfortunate. It's not going to be there.
Okay, fair enough. And then finally, the New York Knicks came into the season with sky-high expectations. They've been very inconsistent this year. When they're good, they're very good. When they're bad, they're confounding. Are they hunting? Are they in the hunt? Do they have a real chance to make an NBA championship run?
Believe it or not, yeah, they are in the hunt. When you have the scoring, the secondary scoring that they have, a top 5 offense, a top 5 defense, a thing to me, a sneaky stat, they don't turn the ball over, they make their free throws, which means they don't beat themselves and they take advantage of opportunities that are right in front of them. I would say yes.
Talk to me, Shump. This Knicks team, if we're sitting here in June and we're talking about them in the finals, what will have happened? What is it that they will have to have done that will get them through a pretty tough and loaded Eastern Conference?
The end of games. It's been the constant thing that I've always said with the Knicks. I know Knicks fans killed me before when I said it when Karl-Anthony Towns first got there.
Yeah.
But at the end of games, we have to know what you're going to. And I think we've seen flashes of it leading up to the playoffs this year, where you're seeing a pinch post action as well as a pistol action, but now it involves Jalen and Cat. At the end of games, there has to be a feeling when you're the other team that you know something's coming. You know all the schemes and things that you could do, but there's kind of nothing you could do about it. You got to hope they miss.
Right.
I think the Knicks have finally found that, and that was the thing. That was my knock on them to come into the year, was to say, hey, at the end of games, how are you going to do this effectively, not put everything on Jalen Brunson to dribble it 40 times and figure it out?
So tell me what Karl-Anthony Towns has to be. We said earlier this hour, it feels like this postseason is going to be a referendum on him.
Yeah.
Certainly in New York, it feels that way. So what is it he needs to do and be for them to get through? Because they're going to have to get through Atlanta and then most likely Boston to get to a conference final. That is a tough road.
One, he has to compete on the defensive end.
Right.
Continue to compete and clean the defensive rebounds. Now, what we've been seeing out of him lately is he's been efficient. Like, he very, very efficient, and that's saying a lot for a guy that usually comes from attacking from the perimeter. He's playing at an efficient clip. He's shooting it well, and when he's shooting it well, he doesn't have to force. When he doesn't have to force, we get to the end of games, and it's not as thirsty. Everything is cohesive. Everybody kind of knows their spots and knows what to do. I think if Karl-Anthony Towns can stay around 20 to 25 with 12 to 15 boards, I think they're going to be in good shape.
What do you think?
If he has a monster postseason, we're talking about the Knicks in the NBA Finals. I don't think there's any question about that. If he's averaging 25 and 12, one of the things that he's picked up is offensive rebounding. He said, you know what? If you're not going to run anything for me, I have to go get it myself. And he's one of the best guys to get it off of that. He has really good hands. He doesn't have bad.
Great touch, too.
He has great touch around the rim. The problem becomes, if he doesn't get his offense early in games, will he force it? Will he feel like he needs to make an impact and throw you out of rhythm? But he's such a talented offensive player, Greeny. If he's hitting those trail threes, if him and Jalen Brunson are running that pick and roll, that pistol action that he's talking about, that's a matchup problem that nobody outside, maybe Detroit has the bigs that can hang with him on the perimeter, but you're asking a lot of someone to hang with Karl Towns like that.
Yeah, final word.
Yeah, the reason I like him high in defensive boards is because even just getting a rebound and feeling like you have the ball, it makes you less thirsty on the other end. And that's why I say at the end of the game, if we can make sure he's not thirsty and he's more so just playing off of Jalen, and both of them are going back and forth.
This is the most pleasant of surprises. Chiney Ogumnwuke, Andrea Carter, and Malika Andrews. Oh my! This is. I'm telling you right now, this was not planned.
It was
so
not.
please sit.
Yeah, y'all sit. Y'all sit.
Yes.
You know y'all are talking NBA.
Oh, y'all gonna stand.
We hear you. Y'all are talking NBA,
Yes.
and we absolutely are excited for the postseason. We're excited for the play-in. We're excited for that getting underway. But that starts tomorrow, Greeny. What's happening tonight?
The WNBA draft. So
Yeah, the WNBA draft is tonight. So please tune in this evening for the WNBA draft. We're going to be on the red carpet special. And then at 7 o'clock Eastern, we got the festivities starting.
Okay, and who's going number one?
That's the million-dollar question, literally now with the new CBA.
There's literally
Okay, it will be literally $1 million question.
but we think that there's really three different viable options here.
Three very different options. You have a sharpshooter in AZ Fudd from UConn. You have the ultimate point guard who can pass from every single angle in Olivia Miles. And then Awa Famtiam, she's 19 years old. She's from Spain. She's 6'4". She's mobile. She can do just about everything. She has the highest ceiling, in my opinion. Very different players. Just depends on what Dallas is going to try and do to fill whatever hole they want with those three players.
Okay, this is outstanding, and it was a completely unscripted, unplanned. So good to see you guys. Thank you, Mika. Guys, have a great show. We'll be watching tonight. You're going to GMA now or something? Okay. Good morning, America.
Going back.
Awesome to see you.
Can't have him on permanently. He's got to come back to the West.
Okay, no, I'm laying some claim to him here. We'll see how we do. Okay, outstanding. That was fun. Our WNBA draft is tonight. Where was I? I've lost complete track of where I was. Someone tell me if Minnesota's going to knock out Denver.
In the past, I have thought that Minnesota didn't have enough. And it seems to be a trend for them to want to have their back against the wall to make things shake. They're going to compete. I don't think we're overlooking them.
Think about who Anthony Edwards has knocked out of the playoffs the last couple of years. Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, Nikola Jokic. That's like an all-NBA first team of legend killers. So I say that he can't do it again.
He wants it. I mean, we've talked about, and every year we get to this time of year, we talk about how he's the guy, he's the next one, he's the sort of, like the ruthless guy with the right mentality. We'll see. Let's go on with some of these series. Shump, Raptors and Cavs. Give me a quick first impression on that one.
Man, I think that the Cavs did a great job and a great thing here, making sure that they drew them as opposed to the Hawks. I think that the Cavs do a great job with presenting an outside threat, as well as now having Donovan Mitchell to mix it up. I think next to James Harden, you pair those two together. I think we got some good things rolling, and I want to see it against Toronto.
What I'm going to say is going to be unintentionally disrespectful, but I think their path, which now becomes Toronto and then Detroit, feels better than it would have been on the other side, what the Knicks will have. And here's the start of that. Vince, give me your first impression of Knicks and Hawks.
Your last point, head to the Detroit Pistons and see what happens.
There we go.
But for the Knicks, this is a team that they probably didn't want to see. They probably would have loved to see the Toronto Raptors in round one. But the Atlanta Hawks have just enough to give the Knicks problems with the length that they have with Dyson Daniels, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Jalen Johnson. They have enough length that can bother the Knicks.
We had Alan Hahn in here who does the Knicks games, and after the Knicks and Hawks played a great game, what was it, 2 weeks ago? You were here with me that morning, and Alan was like, for the Knicks fans who are saying we want Atlanta in the first round, are you crazy? Like, this is the last team the Knicks wanted to see.
Yeah, seeing that, first off, it's the matchup problem.
Right.
Nickeil Alexander playing unbelievable right now, shooting the ball really well. Next to CJ, who's also battle tested and been through these playoffs a numerous amounts of times next to Damian Lillard. And then you add that oddball in Jalen Johnson. You don't really understand a lot of these young guys when they come in and they're moving how they're moving. We have to throw stuff out there like he doesn't have experience. But it's like, I don't want to deal with somebody that knows that if I lose, it doesn't mean anything. With nothing to lose, that makes somebody dangerous.
Here's an important point to make. Two of Karl-Anthony Towns' best games came against the Atlanta Hawks, 36 and 13 in the game. Like, he has to be featured in this series, maybe in ways that he would not have been against the Toronto
Feels like
Raptors.
a lot of this postseason for the Knicks is going to be a referendum on him, right?
Absolutely.
On Karl-Anthony Towns.
Take
And
the
we'll see.
challenge, Cat.
And then there's one more.
Take
There's
the
Rockets
challenge.
Lakers. Shump, give me your first impression.